want to just give one example, because when I was discussing with my philosopher father, he was a completely unbeliever, agnostic, anything you want, and he was one of the first things he took me on was about this really stupid stuff about all what I've been talking about. And so I told him, look, I'll tell you a story, and then you make whatever you want out of it. But what I promise you is I'm not telling you lies. So, one day I was in my hermitage in Darjeeling, living with my teacher, and I used to come to see him every night for many years to, have teachings and so forth. And then one day I remember when I was a teenager, my uncle was in the seaside, and there's a lot of those rats that immigrated from America on ships that were destroying his pond, and he was a hunter, and he told me, why don't you go with a rifle and see if you find some rats. So I basically never hunted and didn't fish much, but somehow for some strange reason, I took that rifle and went there. I was 16 years old. So then one of the rat came and I shot, and the rat jumped. And I hope still now that I didn't really kill him. It was just surprise, but I don't know. In any case, when I was doing retreat, when I was 20 plus, and then one day that things came very clear in my mind. And I said, how could I ever conceive of doing something like that? Speak of lack of empathy. Not even imagine what it would be to be just a nice rat swimming there and someone just trying to kill. So unbelievable. So I could not believe that I had done something like that. And I said, well, I'm going to tell my teacher, sort of kind of confession. So at 5 o'clock I went down from my hermitage, went to see my teacher. That time I didn't speak Tibetan, but his son was interpreting. And as usual, I sort of bowed down 3 times. And I looked at him and he was laughing at me, just earthily laughing, and telling something to his son. And when I came by, he said, how many animals did you kill in your life? He never ever asked me about my past, my youth, my stories. He knew I was coming, being an ex-scientist who decided to sort of live and receive teaching from him. He never asked me a question about my childhood of any kind. And at that very moment, he asked me that. And it looks very simple. It was not like suddenly there was some vibes and strange lights in the room. It was just like a nice joke. But just give me an explanation. I don't have one.